Hello? Yeah, my car's ready. It's not. It needs filters. No, it needs filters. You're saying the engine filter and the cabin filter both? How much? Oh, no, I'll just come get it. I'll do it myself. But thanks anyway. Whoa. I can save probably 30, 40 bucks doing it myself. Let me show you how to do that on my younger life. The very first thing we're going to do is find our owner's manual. If you don't have one, I recommend you go into a dealership, your local dealership, or go online and get one of those. They're very useful. This one's going to tell me about my filter and my in-cabin filter. And there's a whole chapter, maintenance and do-it-yourself. You can save a ton of money doing things yourself. This book is valuable. It tells you a lot. Found out though my air filter in cabin is not easy to get to. It is way under the dash, back against the firewall. There is a little clip, little panel door there that's pretty easy to remove. Came right off, and I could locate it pretty simple. Really wasn't that hard to get out. It just took a little bit of roughness. You had to really be rough with this filter to get it out. I found moving it up and down, back and forth. I'm not worried about messing up the filter. And these filters are actually pretty strong. I'm not going to tear it and leave a piece in there. They're pretty durable, so it's not going to harm it. I had to wiggle it and work it back and forth a lot. And the nastiness came out. They recommend you replacing these things about every 15,000. My new one has Febreze, so we're going to try to enhance the air quality. The airflow, you want that pointing toward the cabin, toward the back of the vehicle if your filter is vertical. And if it's not, it will tell you whether it needs to be in front or behind the blower. So it was a little hard to get in there, but I found that if I started at the top, put that in first and then the bottom and then back up and went back and forth like that, I eventually got it pushed in there. It was hard to video this. Me and the camera tripod are trying to occupy the floorboard at the same time. So we're going to slide that in there, and that's all there is to it. Clip the bottom. Now we're ready to do the rest, but look at that filter. There's little bug pieces and everything in there. That's disgusting. Ugh. Change those filters, guys. Now here's my filter for my engine. Now that I can breathe well, we want the engine to breathe well. So we're going to pop that hood. Latch should be under your dash. If you don't know, once again, pull out that owner's manual. There's a little latch. You slide it over and it unhooks the hood so you can raise the hood. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Don't let this scare you. It's pretty easy to identify the air box. There are hoses going to it from the engine and then a vent. So here's the hose that goes across. It goes through the throttle, goes into the hose and into the air filter. So it can bring in air from outside. Here's where the air comes in from the outside. So it's pretty easy to open this box. You're going to flip the two latches. Some have more, some have other ways to open it. Filter comes out very easily. Remember how it came out. Your new one has to go in that way. And look at all this nasty. Some people reuse these. You could probably blow it out with an air compressor or use a shop vac, but I'm going to put in a new one because they're really only about $15. And I've got this one from Fram I picked up. And I'm checking the inside because, believe it or not, I had one car that a mouse had put dog food inside. So I want to make sure that that's clean before I put this nice new pristine white filter in. I noticed when I took the old one out, the back corner looked like it had been pinched and damaged. So I really want to make sure I don't do the same thing to my new one. And when I try to get this back together, I realize why that happened. This thing is not easy to get back in place. There are 3 tabs in the back side, and it's really tight to try and get it wiggled in there. So I wrestle with it for a little while, and I'm like, great, showing you people how easy this is, and I'm wrestling with this, and I realized, well, let's take the tension off. If you're having trouble with something that is bound, then unbind it. Find a way to take the tension off. So, enter Mr. Screwdriver. We're going to loosen the bracket. There are a lot of these hose clamps on cars. You'll find them on fuel lines, you'll find them on radiator hoses, and you'll find them on the air filter. So I'm going to loosen it. I'm not going to take it off. I just loosened it just enough so I could twist that lid into place without catching that back corner. Clipped it, tighten it back up, and we're done. I saved about $30. Took me about 15 minutes to do both these jobs. If I wasn't recording, it'd probably only take me about 15 minutes. And that's easy. No one had to help me, and it was satisfying. So here's a little close-up of what that clamp looks like so you know what you're dealing with. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it helped you. If you want to see more of these, please like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. And get out there and save some money. Thanks.